Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on FNAF. In today's video, we have a bunch of new FNAF news. A bunch of new FNAF news just kind of popped out of nowhere in the last day or two, so I'm going to be covering everything I could find. We have FNAF fan game news, we have FNAF book news, we have security breach news, we have merch news. It's just crazy, so make sure you stay to the very end so you're updated on everything FNAF. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I only talk about FNAF on this channel. It's called FNAF for a reason. And also, this is a weird request, but I put a poll on my community tab on this channel. If you're a dedicated fan of mine or you really like my videos and you want to support my videos on another level, please go check out that poll and give me your input. I expected the yeses to be less than the no's because that's kind of normal, but if enough people want it to happen, then I'll make it happen. But if you want to know what I'm talking about, go over to the community tab. Thank you very much. But now let's get into the video. Here we go. So first up is some FNAF fan game news. First up, we have One Night at Flumpty's 3. We finally got a release date trailer. The release date for One Night at Flumpty's 3 is October 31st, 2021, so literally like 2 weeks away. I'm super excited for it. I think I'm going to play it on the channel. And this release date trailer is really cool. If you haven't checked it out yet, I will put the link to it in the description. I recommend you go check it out. Jonochrome also put a little update on the game in the comments below saying, "I'm glad to see that people are looking forward to the game. I'm proud of it and I think fans will be pleased with it as the ending of the series. It'll feel good to see people playing it at last." That said, I want to temper people's expectations just a little bit about a couple things. One, there will be no new characters, only the familiar faces from the previous games, all of them except Empty Bempty because he's not important. There won't be a developer commentary this time. Instead, I plan to record a post-mortem video and my final Flumpty uploads will be the game's soundtrack sometime after that. Take care, folks. Have a good rest of the month. So it looks like no new characters, all the previous characters, which is completely fine. I'm still super excited for this game and I hope you are too. Now let's move on to the next piece of news. Here we go. So next up, we have a little update on Five Nights at Freddy's Plus and FNAF. FNAF went to Twitter and said, "With One Night at Flumpty 3's trailer out and the game releasing on Halloween, I think it's time to properly update people on my stuff. My work with One Night at Flumpty's is more or less wrapped up. There's some console release details to take care of, but nothing major. It all took about 2 months to do. Though One Night at Flumpty's 3 might be coming soon, please don't think the console releases are right around the corner. Console publishing takes way more paperwork and time from Click Team's side to complete, which is why I'm so glad John agreed to an early PC/mobile release. I'm taking the rest of October off to relax and wait for One Night at Flumpty 3's release. I'll resume normal development on FNAF Plus afterwards. Breaking and entering in One Night at Flumpty's definitely took away a lot of dev time from Plus, about 4 months, but it was still very much worth it to work on both projects. After returning from my October break, I expect to work on FNAF Plus for quite some time. I'll never talk about release dates until the game is done and know exactly when it will be out, but I think it's safe to assume that it will definitely not be coming out this year. My experiments with streaming over on YouTube have been really fun. It's helped me with getting my mind off work during free time and to play stuff I've wanted to for a while. So I'll carry on streaming for the future, probably 2 streams a week around Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with what I've worked on and learned the past year or so. I'm really growing into Game Maker Studio 2, now my engine of choice, and I'm feeling real confident in my abilities to create the stuff I want. Things are going very well at a steady and nice pace." That's more or less it. For the future, expect me to continue as usual, poop posting, poop talking, and the occasional doodle, small FNAF Plus updates, and weekend streaming over on YouTube. I hope everyone has a great month and my favorite spooky time of the year. And there's a link to his YouTube channel. I put the link to his YouTube channel in the description below if you want to go check out his live streams. There's a little update on FNAF Plus. It's not coming out this year, and that's kind of what I expected. It's a really big game, and it seems like it's going to be a lot of work. So, and also, FNAF was working on One Night at Flumpty's 3 at the same time as FNAF Plus and the Breaking and Entering short film. So that's a lot going on. I'm totally fine with it not coming out this year. I'm really excited for it still, and I'll keep you updated if anything changes. Now on to the next piece of news. Here we go. So this next piece of news is about Fazbear Frights number 11, Prankster. The 3 stories, at least the 3 names of the stories, were released on Kobo.com. We have a little preview of the book as well. The names of the 3 stories are Prankster, Kids at Play, and Find Player 2. Nothing really new with this. It's still coming out November 2nd, 2021, so in like 2.5 weeks, which is really soon. If you want to check this out along with the preview of the book, I will put that in the description below. So next up, we have the official cover to the official Five Nights at Freddy's How to Draw book from Scholastic. It looks really cool. It's really cool to see Roxy along with the other original animatronics all next to each other. It's going to be interesting to see who is going to be in this drawing book. Is Moondrop and Sunrise going to be in this book? We'll have to wait and see, but I will keep you updated on this book if anything new comes out, and let's move on to the next piece of news. Here we go. Okay, now we're getting into the juicy news. There was a book leak that kind of happened on Kobo.com. A book called Tales from the Pizzaplex number 3 showed up on the website not too long ago with a release date of August 30th, 2022. And when I first saw this, I was confused for multiple reasons. It says Tales from the Pizzaplex Pizzaplex #3, assuming that this is a series of books. This might be the next Fazbear Frights books. I think this is actually that. I think there was the Fazbear Frights books, and they are completed, and now this is the next generation of Fazbear Frights books with the newer FNAF lore. There's actually a little synopsis on this. I'm going to read it really quick. The second volume of an all-new series of Five Nights at Freddy's short story collections. A collection of new Five Nights at Freddy's short stories set in the world of the newest games. Fans won't want to miss this pulse-pounding collection of 3 novella-length stories that will keep even the bravest player up at night. So it looks like this will be the replacement for Fazbear Frights, but with the new FNAF lore. I also think that this just might be like a placeholder for the real name. I really like Tales from the Pizzaplex, but there's some contradictory information on this. It says Tales from the Pizzaplex #3, but in the synopsis it says the second volume. I don't know what's going on with that, and it's also really cheap. It's only $7 in the United States. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. There's a lot more info to be released about this, so I will definitely keep you updated. But yeah, let's move on to the next piece of news. Here we go. So now we're getting into Security Breach news. Steeple Studios put on Twitter, get a pumpkin and enter our Security Breach Pumpkin Madness contest. Be sure to take a pic of your themed pumpkin with hashtag Security Breach Halloween and send it to community@steelwoolgames.com before October 31st to enter. Read rules here. And there's a cute little pumpkin of Vanny with hashtag Security Breach Halloween. So it looks like Steeple Studios is having a pumpkin carving contest, and I know what you're asking, what is the grand prize of this? And it's a PS5. Steeple Studios is giving away a PS5, and the second and third place winners are getting those 12-inch figures that Funko released of Vanny and Glamrock Freddy. So yeah, if you're interested in this, follow the directions that they said. Please do not spam that email. They will not respond to you with your theories or anything. It's just for entering this contest. And make sure to go read up on the rules so you know exactly if you're able to do this and how to do it. So now let's move on to the juiciest news, securitybreachtv.com. So securitybreachtv.com got an update on Friday, and everything is destroyed. Like, the screen on the right is destroyed, and the corners of the big screen are like fading away and cracked, and whoever knocked over the cupcake needs to be jailed right now. We also have some other new things. The Monty Popsicle is even more melted. There's a Foxy candy bar over there next to the phone. We have some cups back there next to the button that are tipped over, and the most creepiest thing of this website right now is the countertop. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like blood on the countertop. I mean, it could be coffee, it could be Monty's like mohawk that's melting away, but it really just doesn't look like the same color as the popsicle, and it's a different texture. I think it might actually be blood because it looks like a crime scene right now. And that little screen on the right, if you remember, was how we were going to figure out the new glitch images on the Freddy and Friends episode. Usually the logos that were showing up on that screen were the things that were going to show up in the creepy glitch images, but that is not a thing anymore. It looks like this thing is very strong and very scary. We'll have to wait and see what happened here and what the next enemy that's going to be revealed is going to be. Also, another interesting thing, if you put your mouse over the screen, it says be careful in the weird letters, but if you put it over the phone, it says, I thought I heard something in normal letters. So I'm assuming those are two different people talking. My theory is that this is Vanessa's office, the security guard, and the person on the phone is her boss. And Vanessa is meddling with the animatronics and things are going wrong. And she's trying to cover it all up and not get caught by her boss on the phone. And some things are going wrong and the boss thought he heard something. I think that's kind of what's going on here. That's my theory, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. A new Freddy and Friends episode should be coming out this Tuesday. I'm super hyped for it. I will definitely be reacting to it and talking about it. I want to know your theories on what's going on in this office right now. I want to know why you think the screen is cracked and what is going to be the next enemy. Is it going to be a new character? Is it going to be someone we already know? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but that is all the news I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe. I love you all so much. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.